Umphathiswa wobambiswano ngolawulo nemicimbi yezemveli uGqirha Nkosazana Zuma uthi baseza kuliva ulwamvila lwezikhukhula zakuntshanje abahlali bakwaZulu-Natal. Uthi ngoku liyavakala kakhulu ifuthe lokuguquguquka kwemozulu kweli njengoko iingcali ziye zaqikelela ngaphambili ukuba iingingqi zeli ezikwimpuma ziza kuba nemvula eliqela.
20-year-old Inga Mphathi had dreams of being a news anchor. Oftentimes, she would grab her speaker, her phone, and record herself living in her dreams.
Baphulaphuli nakuwe mphathi nkqubo indaba namhlanje sisasozo Inga Mphathi. Eswele ndawo umasipala wakhona uyakhalaza ngendlela abantu baseswele ndawo bayiphethe ngayo indawo. Le ndawo ibisazokucocwa ngoku ukuze kufakelwe lantana kodwa iphinde yagcwala futhi inkunkuma uthi umasipala.
However, on September 7, she went missing. And she became the girl in the news, the girl who everyone in the village, social media, and through news reports was looking for. The little bubbly girl who told the news on TikTok was missing for 3 weeks. On September 25, Inga Mphathi was found dead at a cliff. She was stabbed multiple times and her legs and feet were tied. Her body had decomposed. Her aunt told family members and confessed that she and her boyfriend dragged Inga Mphathi to the cliff. She said when they were done stabbing her, they threw her body off the cliff and then left her there to die alone. She then helped the family look for her as if nothing has happened. This is the heartbreaking story of Inga Mphathi. Welcome back to True Crime with me, Julia. On this channel, we uncover some of South Africa's most shocking and heartbreaking true crime stories. Today, we are taking you deep into the rural Eastern Cape to a small village called Mlengana in Ngqeleni, where the brutal murder of a young woman has left an entire community shattered. This is one of those cases that are new. We are currently relying on news reports, and so it is based on allegations. So let us get into the story.
Botani izinkonde nezinkondekazi nazi ezinqenqaza phambili ngale mtsasa yanamhlanje. Kusoleke insana ezintathu emdantsana eMonti kweliphondo lempuma koloni emveni kokuba betye isidudu ze bakhalaza ngokuqaqanjelwa sisisu. Ukanti uphando lukagqirha luveza esizidudu besinetyhefu yempuku okanye eyamaphela ngaphakathi nesinye siyakhokhelela ekubhibheni kwaba bantwana. Usodolophu umasipala iBuffalo City Princess Faku uthumela amazwi ovelwano kwiintsapho zamaxhoba. Umbuzo esinawo baphulaphuli namhlanje, ungawuphawula uthini isiganeko ngubani omakathwalise uxanduva? Zawuvuyiswa kukhomenta kwenu, lihlale kamnandi.
This is the story of 20-year-old Inga Mphathi, whose life was tragically cut short, not by strangers, but by the very people who were supposed to protect and love her own aunt and her aunt's boyfriend. So let us start by getting to know who Inga was. I went through her TikTok and what a heartbreaking scroll. She was so young, so happy, so full of dreams, and what a beautiful, beautiful young woman. In Nguni, you'd say uyathandeka. She was likable from what I saw on her social media. So as I mentioned earlier, she was from the Eastern Cape. She stated on her social media that she was a news anchor. So she really did take her passion for storytelling quite seriously. However, all her dreams would be shattered before she even realized them, allegedly by the same people who were supposed to help her achieve them. It was on the 7th of September 2025 when Inga suddenly went missing. She had been at her home in Mlengana Village when she disappeared without a trace. Her family immediately grew worried. Inga was not the type to leave without saying where she was going. Days turned into weeks, and the hope of finding her alive slowly began to fade. For nearly 3 weeks, the family searched tirelessly, asking neighbors, speaking to community members, and holding on to the hope that their daughter, sister, and niece would return home safe. Then, a chilling discovery was made. A group of young boys from the area had gone up a hill near the village in search of traditional medicine, but what they stumbled upon was something they would never forget. They noticed a strong foul smell lingering in the air. When they followed it, they saw something horrifying at the bottom of a cliff, a decomposed human body. Because everyone in the village knew about Inga's disappearance, the boys rushed to alert the community. Her family and the police were called, and when they arrived, the heartbreaking truth was confirmed. The body was indeed that of Inga. But what happened to her, and who could have done such a monstrous thing? It wasn't long before suspicions pointed close to home. Her own aunt. The family revealed that they had already been searching for Inga's aunt when the discovery was made, and when they confronted her, the aunt broke down and confessed to the unimaginable. She admitted that her and her boyfriend had lured Inga from her home, tied her hands and feet, and dragged her to the cliff. When they were there, they stabbed her multiple times before throwing her over the edge, leaving her to die alone. The betrayal cut deeper than any knife. One of Inga's aunts, Inga Mphathi, spoke to the media, and she said, "It doesn't matter if it is family or not. Their wish is for the law to take its course. Those involved in Inga's death must be arrested and locked away for a very long time. They said Inga deserves justice." For the Mphathi family, the pain of losing Inga is unbearable, but the fact that her own blood betrayed her makes the wound even harder to heal. Police spokesperson Captain Welile Magiolo confirmed that Inga's aunt was arrested for the murder. However, her accomplice, the boyfriend, is still on the run. Police believe that he fled to Cape Town, this shortly after the crime, and a manhunt is currently underway to bring him to justice. The arrested aunt is expected to appear at the Ngqeleni Magistrate Court, where she will face murder charges. Until then, the community waits in anger and grief, demanding accountability. Inga's life was taken in the most brutal and senseless way imaginable. She was only 20 years old, with her whole future ahead of her. Her story is not just about violence, it's about betrayal. Betrayal at the hands of those she should have trusted the most. As the search for justice continues, Inga's family, her community, and the entire nation are left to ask, why? Why would her own aunt conspire to kill her? We can only hope that the law will deliver the justice that Inga deserves, and that her story will serve as a reminder of the importance of standing together and fighting for those who can no longer speak for themselves. Thank you for watching this heartbreaking story. If you believe Inga deserves justice, please leave a candle emoji in the comments to honor her memory. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so that we can continue shedding light on these tragic cases. Until next time, stay safe, take care of each other. I will see you on the next one.
Botani izinkonde nezinkondekazi nazi ezinkqenkqeza phambili ngale mtsasa yanamhlanje. Kusoleke insana ezintathu emdantsane eMonti kweliphondo leMpuma Koloni emveni kokuba betye isidudu ze bakhalaza ngokuqaqanjelwa sisisu. Ukanti uphando lukagqirha luveza esi sidudu besinetyhefu yempuphu okanye eyamaphela ngaphakathi nesinye siyakhokhelela ekubhibheni kwaba bantwana. Usodolophu umasipala iBuffalo City Princess Faku uthumele amazwi ovelwano kwiintsapho zamaxhoba. Umbuzo esinawo baphulaphuli namhlanje, ungawuphawula uthini isiganeko?
Molweni make sibone uba niyakwazi
Manibambe ngazo
iindaba
zesibini.
zesiXhosa.
Umphathiswa wobambiswano ngolawulo nemicimbi yezemveli, ugqirha Nkosazana Zuma, uthi basiza kuliva ulwamvila lwezikhukhula zakuntshanje abahlali bakwaZulu-Natal. Uthi ngoku liyavakala kakhulu ifuthe lokuguquguquka kwemozulu kweli, njengoko iingcali ziye zaqikelela ngaphambili ukuba iingingqi zeli ezikwimpuma ziza kuba nemvula eliqela. Iingingqi ezikwintshona ziza kuba nembalela